Being a host home provider is like having kids to me. We go places and we do things, just seeing the happiness in their face and the things that they do, it just makes me happy.
Thank you for your interest in becoming a host home provider with Support Inc. We just want you to know that no matter what your residential setting is, where you are in the state of Colorado, that we are sure we have a match for you. We're looking for any type of residential setting as long as you as a host home provider are dedicated and committed to providing quality care.
There is a financial aspect to doing this kind of work. It's a wonderful living, but the motivation for doing it, I think, has to come from inside, from your heart.
The host home providers aren't here to get rich. They're here to have that success story and to have another family member added to their existing family. Many providers don't know if they should quit their current job, and I always say no, keep your job, keep whatever you're doing during the day, because most of our folks go to a day program or a job site, and so you can still actually be a host home provider and then have another source of income at the same time. A host home provider, after filling out the application, also has to fill out a background check. And anyone in their host home age 18 and over has to do the same. Then after that, we offer a list of trainings that are required. And some of those include medication certification or QMAP. We need first aid and CPR. And then of course, we have a basic orientation class that we offer online. We also have a host home inspection that we need to complete. We're looking for safety, making sure that you don't have broken windows, screens that are torn, railings that are wobbly. We just want to see your floor plan and see where the available bedrooms are and have an interview at that time as well. During the home inspection and actually during our process, we're really talking to you as a provider and trying to understand who you are, because we want to make the best match and we want you to know that that's what Support Inc. is about. You can have 2 full-time clients. If you have a wheelchair accessible home, that's great. We're also really looking for people that are willing to take some extra classes on behavioral supports and be there for some of our higher functioning referrals that really require some extra time and patience in their residential setting.
What we're finding out is that a lot of our consumers that are what we refer to dually diagnosed, meaning they have intellectual deficiency or developmental deficiency as well as a psychiatric diagnosis, that these individuals are oftentimes ending up homeless or incarcerated, when in all actuality, if we could find placement for them in a home host provider where we set up a caring and nurturing environment with the help of a behavioral specialist, we find that the outcome is far better.
We have really tried hard to get our online training system going for host home providers because we realize they're already busy.
It'll make you a better provider. It'll give you a lot of training tools, a lot of information that you may not have had. They are customizable courses. So there's a list of 300 courses, and you may have somebody in your home that has an eating disorder, and that may not be one of the primary courses that we offer, but we could set you up so that you could take a course on how to manage somebody with an eating disorder. Our Relias program will help you with your medication classes. Everybody that works with the developmentally disabled, there's a mandate, there's required courses that everybody needs to take. And all of those courses, with the exception of one, are on the Relias program. And then our Therap program is actually how you do your business as a host home provider. It's really a great communication device for the program coordinator that may be interacting with the host home provider to read a daily log, which may indicate what was going on in the home that day. We have our benefits specialist that's going to help you order supplies, help you with any kind of paperwork regarding Medicaid.
They say, here's my receipts, can you just figure it out? I can do math, that's easy, that's nothing for me. You know, you are the person that got this client up and got him out of bed and fed him and, you know, got him ready for day program, and you smile at him every day. So that's kind of how I look at it. If there's something that I can pick up and help with, that's what I'm willing to do.
Our whole goal is to make sure that you are supported as a host home provider. We have our program coordinators that are assisting you, our residential directors, we have our behavioral team, we have our nursing team, and many agencies don't offer that type of support. We also have our intake department, and I believe that's key for your success, because we have a full-time intake department that is looking at referrals and trying to help you get a match. And then of course we have our residential program coordinator. They're your go-to person that's there on a daily basis. If you need help on the computer with your therapy program, if you need help finding a respite provider, they're there for you every day.
And Support Inc. is just a wonderful organization to tap you into different avenues. There's outreach, and they have tickets that are available where you can go to plays and ball games and just different things, the zoo, the museum.
Recently took them to the rodeo for free.
Right.
So, and that was through support.
So it's not like it's all on us to think of everything to do, and there's a lot of people, especially at Support Inc., that are very helpful to be able to nurturing whatever opportunities and adventures that our consumers want to be involved in.
Referrals are sent to you via email, and the referrals are somewhat brief, but we'll talk a little bit about the needs of the person. There are 3 populations that we're not able to serve: registered sex offenders. We also say no to fire starters, and I always add, aren't you glad? And most of my providers are very glad. The 3rd population is someone that's very, very aggressive, because we really want your home to be safe, we want your children to be safe, we want the visitors that come to your home to be safe, and of course the client. Something else that is unique to Support Inc. is how we help you market your host home. You're an independent contractor, so that means that you need to treat it just like any other business. And so Support Inc. decided that we would help you with a marketing flyer. And what that is a flyer, 1 page, where maybe there's a picture of the front of your home, the available bedroom, a picture of Lucy, your dog, and we ask you that you fill in a narrative of why you want to be a host home provider. And then when a referral comes and we introduce that person as a match for your host home, we send that off to the parents. So they have a heads up of who you are and that you're taking this seriously of being a provider.
I think I've done a pretty okay job in organizational design and making that match what families and consumers need.
Dennis Kirkman started Support Inc. Over 25 years ago, and his dedication to help people come out of institutional settings and really focus on individual residential locations for these folks. So many agencies have been fearful of highly medically involved clients, and Dennis really had a vision that we didn't need to be afraid of any situation, that we could really do this. Our tagline is people helping people, and that's how we've always looked at it. We take every referral and really understand what they need, and most agencies decline the ones that we're happy to accept.
Support truly is support. It's their name, and it's truly what they do. And without support, I don't know what we would have done as a family.
We're a liaison between the host home provider and any community resources. So it's bringing all the pieces of the puzzle together for the clients.
It all just goes in together. It all just works, and I don't know how they do it, by just making everything work. It's like a puzzle.
Pretty much open our homes to them, and they become part of our family. You know, you take care for them, you make sure, you know, appointments are taken care of, just interact and take them out in community, whatever, and just become part of your family. And she has become part of my family.
From start to finish, with the process of the paperwork for host home all the way to the end, where you have a match and you're successful. We just want you to know that the pay is there, and we'll help you with that. We're going to help you with the benefits piece. We're going to help you with the day in and day out of being a host home provider. You're going to have a 24-hour on-call service that will assist you with any major problems, and we're going to be there to help you, hold you through it, or help push you along, whatever you need.
And I think Support is a fabulous name for what they do, because they support their host home providers, and they have a wide array of training and other host home providers that are available to help you with just the day in and day out questions and things that you might have that you just don't always know.
In the everyday, day-to-day job, I mean, just seeing the home host providers and seeing individuals that have been so neglected historically in the community thriving, and the pleasure that gives the home host providers, and just seeing the joy that gives the consumer is just fantastic.
Love is one of those things that the more you give, the more you receive. So I think if that's in your heart to do, then you should try it.